Well, anyway, let's move on to our next topic. We can talk about this afterwards, offline.
Okay.
Let's see. Next topic will go to me because I have like a ton. But this is also kind of in line. Actually, I'm going to switch up. We're going to talk gift etiquette really quick.
Oh, gift etiquette.
Gift etiquette.
do it. Let's do it.
This is actually comes from Sarah. She like thought of this topic the other day. Basically, I'm curious what your guys' gift etiquette is, both when receiving a gift and when giving a gift. So, like before I met Sarah, like if I got a gift, I don't know, I would just be like, "Oh, great!" And if it was like kind of really close family, I would probably make a point to call them and thank them. When I was younger, I mean, my mom would have to force me to like call your grandfather, and like make sure that you say thank you. And I'm like, wow, it's like my birthday. It's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to give me presents. I don't have to say thank you. Like, spoiled brat.
Supposed to happen.
Yeah, terrible. But meeting Sarah, like Sarah's really big into sending cards. And I like it. Like, I think it's cool. Like, so now, like, when I get gifts and stuff, we make it a point to write a card and, like, put something thoughtful in there and thank them and then send it as a thank you. It's also less awkward than calling on the phone just to say thank you, because then you're like, so, thanks. And then I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I got the thing.
Yeah, so I haven't talked to you until you got me that thing. So thank you, and I will be leaving now. So I'm curious what your guys' gift etiquette is, and what you guys like and maybe dislike about gifts. Like when you give someone a gift, if no one returns like with a thank you, do you feel offended? Do you know people who feel offended? Do you expect there's also this like. There's a lot to unpack here, because I also get a little anxious when someone this is why, Alan, with our friends, I don't like getting gifts, because I feel like I have to match said gift when it's their turn. Like, I always feel bad. Like, someone would like maybe spend $30 on me, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, all right, I have to make sure that I get you at least a $30 value gift next time when it's your birthday or Christmas or whatever, because if I don't, I'm going to feel terrible. And I feel like we're keeping score or something, and like I hate it. So I'm like, no gifts. Just don't give me gifts.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in our circle of friends is like that, but there are people that are like that, I think.
What do you mean?
That like are like keeping tabs on like, oh, I got them this level gift, but they only got me this.
Right, yeah.
Well, I don't think there's anybody that we know or like in our group of friends that would do that.
I think that's true. Regardless, I still have that anxiety.
I see.
Well, see, I do the same thing, but I don't care about them matching me. I want to live up to what they give me,
Yeah,
and growing up, I always loved getting gifts. Now I'm like, okay, really, I'm more practical on what I ask for, like during like Christmas and stuff like that. But I don't expect anyone to give me a gift like matching me. I'm just like, oh, they got me this. I need to at least do the same thing,
Yeah.
So, but when I was a kid, kind of the same way, my grandpa used to send me, actually send my parents $100 and say, hey, buy him something, and just say it was from me. So my mom would then take me somewhere and be like, hey, you have $100 to spend, get whatever you want. And I would get like, a video game or something. And then I would actually have to write a letter to my grandpa up in Chicago and, tell him thank you for that item. Mm-hmm. So...
You were taught very early on to write the thank you letters.
Yeah, I don't do them at all anymore right now. But that was the only one, like, my mom was always just like, you need to write him a letter. Like, not call him, but write a letter. So I was like, okay, let's do this. And I just bang one out real quick, send it off, and start playing my video game.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I had a similar experience. My mom always insisted I write thank you letters, like to family or whoever gave me gifts. I don't remember her... Maybe for like a couple birthdays, I had to write like thank you cards to every single friend that gave me.
Oh shit! You must.
Oh no, not at school.
Yeah, it was like school friends and everything. I mean, then it was just like, thanks so much for the gift. I really liked that thing you gave me.
Yeah.
Something as simple as that. Yukiko is really big into writing cards, not just thank you cards, but just like snail mail cards in general. She always corresponds with her grandfather. Her and her family send cards every now and then to each other, whether it be postcards or actual cards.
That's really cool.
So she's really into like writing thank you cards, and that kind of rubs off on me. So especially if we go stay with somebody, we write them a thank you card. Just sign it like, "Hey, we had a great time."
Oh, that's nice.
Just let them know. Just let them know that we appreciate them. Putting in the time to let us stay with them or something like that.
It's something I never thought about or putting stock into, but it really does. Like, it makes me feel good when I'm able to take the time to pick something out that like physically you can be like, oh man, this is them saying thank you, and even if they read it and chuck it in 2 seconds, doesn't matter. Like, it's just like, hey, thinking of you, this is like more than just an email or a text message. This is kind of like I've taken time to think of a card that represents my thoughts and then write it. So
and that's what I was just about to say, is that I think my form of sending a letter now is like a text. Right. And it's not just like a, hey, thank you, but it's like, hey, I really appreciate you, blah, 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 like, or getting me that, because that's what I do at least now, to acknowledge, hey, I don't give a call, I guess. So my etiquette now is just saying that text, just now I just got a huge gift from my mother-in-law. She bought me lessons to learn how to scuba dive. So, and that was one thing that, like, when I got it, I was like, I don't want to just send your mom a text. I was telling my wife this. I said, I want to thank her in person, and like take her out to dinner and stuff. So that was what I was trying to do, but she was out of town. Like, she'd come into town and then leave town like for 3 weeks straight. So I never got to really say thank you until almost like a month later.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So I felt terrible, but I told her, I was like, look, I didn't want to just send you a text or something. I wanted to really thank you because I thought that was an awesome gift. Yeah. So something I wouldn't expect someone to buy me,
That's
cool. That is cool. That's a pretty unique gift too.
She got you a dildo.
Yes.
Got it.
Double-sided.
You don't expect someone to get you that, but when they do, you're really, really appreciative.
It was scuba diving.
3 vibration speeds. So. It's pretty cool. So then, do you guys tend to buy like gifts? So we talked about like gift etiquette when you receive a gift, but do you guys end up like giving gifts for birthdays, Christmas, like with family? Do you tend to skip birthdays, or do you like what is that?
Yeah, I think these days. I don't know. I think I still get stuff for birthdays and Christmas, but especially like even for friends now, if they're not like in your vicinity, kind of, sometimes you don't. Maybe like you buy them like something on. Maybe we buy like a Steam game or something for them. Like I've seen like that done. Yeah, it's I think it's just dropped off more as I've gotten older.
Yeah.
But for sure, get gifts, even if it's just a card for somebody like within family or something.
That's
like that.
Because you have a sister, you have your mom and dad. Yeah. Do you tend to buy them a gift? Do you send them a card?
Yeah, it's usually like send them something like bottle of wine or something like that. Cool. Yeah, send them a card, but definitely send them a card and give them a call on their birthdays. Yeah.
Yeah, that's similar to my situation.
Yeah. Now what we've been running into is I have 2 sisters and a brother, and I have pretty much 2 football teams worth of nieces and nephews.
Jesus.
So yeah, my older sister, she always says, it does, no, I'm telling you, Christmas is ridiculous. Like, even if you think about it, like you portion out like $20 a person, you're still spending hundreds. Like,
that's insane.
Yeah. So like my older sister, she has 4 kids, and she's just like, you know what, just buy presents for my kids. But of course we're like, okay, we're gonna do that, but we still fucking buy her a present anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's so tough.
Yeah, and you just gotta really kind of game plan, and what we've started doing, we kind of buy gifts now, me, my sisters, and my brother, as a group. Like, we're like, hey, like we'll buy, like this last Christmas, for my dad, we bought him a new iPad, and those are expensive, but like when everyone chipped in, like, and that was like one thing he really wanted. So he only really got like 3 gifts at Christmas.
Not to mention, dads in particular are so hard to shop for. At least mine are.
Hard.
Dude, my mom will just be like, I want this, and I want this, and you can get me this. And I'm like, all right, you have a list.
Really?
Yeah, my mom is very like blunt
let me
in
ask
what she
you this.
wants. That's where I get my blunt ignorance from. Sorry, Mom.
Interesting.
See, my mom's different. She's like, you need to save your money. Don't buy me anything.
Yeah, my mom's
like,
more like that too. It would
Yeah,
just be
figure
a
it out.
gift to see you for
Yeah. Oh,
like,
Yeah.
don't get me
you
wrong. My
know.
mom will say that too. But once I break down that barrier, I'm like, no. What do you want? She'll start.
My mom literally doesn't say she wants anything. Like it's
Yeah.
so hard to figure out stuff that she
That's
wants.
my dad. He's like, slippers. I'm like,
My
come
dad
on.
has like a gift. Then my dad like writes like what he wants, and it's like yeah, it'll be like slippers, mock turtlenecks, but wine like any wine thing is like pretty good at this point
I
for my
think that's
dad.
what I should
Yeah.
start doing. Yeah, I should. Well, my dad can't drink too much anymore because of the heart thing. But
Oh yeah.
anyway, like that's interesting.
Well, see, now I have a go-to gift for like my sister, my older sister. She loves Coach, so I just get her like a gift card there every Christmas. That's what I get her, you know. And what she does for me is she buys me a gift card to GameStop. So it's just kind of like a, yeah, mutual understanding that we have because I know I'll use that card. She knows she'll use that, and it makes that one easy, you know.
Is it weird that like a lot of times I would just rather get money?
No, no,
Right? Like I'm just like just
At this
money.
point, no, I think I would. Yeah, money is like the best gift, just because
Use it anywhere.
you can use it for anything, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, or
It's
an Amazon gift card or something.
and my thing is though, like I always just like I need this, you know. It's something that like I always want something that I need instead of I want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, oh, I need to get paint for my fence. Like I don't want you to buy me paint for my
What a
for my
great gift.
Like get me a Home Depot gift card is cool, you know, or
Right.
something like that, you know, or money.
It's less. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
yeah.
Could you
some
imagine?
stuff on Yukiko's like Christmas list this year was like, or last year was like mattress liner. Like I was like, this sucks, dude. Like I don't want to get you this shit. Like
Yeah, my wife was putting like weird things on there too. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, I'm not gonna buy that for you. Oh, she asked for a desk. I was like, you want a desk? Like,
Wow.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. This could be
I ended up buying her a desk. But the worst part is I had to fucking build it. So I had to take
Oh.
a Sunday out of my day.
Well, that's part of the
I
gift, my friend. That is part of the gift.
Yeah. My dad, like when when we were kids, my sister, I'll never forget. I mean, she used to get these Barbie play sets that were just freaking like the most. I mean, they had working like indoor plumbing, put it that way. So like he had to hook up all his like water pipes and stuff like that, and like water fountains. He's like, this is ridiculous, and water would get all over. He'd spend the entire Christmas morning setting up all of our toys because we'd be like, oh awesome, Kate, Dad set it up, and I'd run and go play like with another toy, and he'd be like, he's mumbling to himself. So I feel like that it will be more in the future if you have kids.
Oh, I did that for my niece and nephew the last 3 years. Like, one got this Barbie house that I had to build, and then the other one had this monster truck, like big arena thing, and you're sitting there on Christmas Eve, like at 12 o'clock at night, building these things for like 4 hours. You're like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then they come in and like destroy it within seconds, and you're like, son of a.
That's awesome.
So.
Funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man, let's get that kid. Like before I met Sarah, like if I got a gift, I don't know, I would just be like, oh great, and if it was like kind of really close family, I would probably make a point to call them and thank them.
Uh huh.
When I was younger, I mean, my mom would have to force me to like call your grandfather, you know, and like make sure that you say thank you. And I'm like, wow, it's like my birthday. It's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to give me presents. I don't have to just to say thank you, because then you're like, so thanks. And then you, I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Hey, I got the thing.
Yeah, so I haven't talked to you until you got me that thing. So thank you, and I will be leaving now. So I'm curious what your guys' gift etiquette is, and what you, I don't know, what you guys like and maybe dislike. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, let's move on to our next topic. We can talk about this afterwards, offline.
Okay.
Let's see. Next topic will go to me because I have like a ton. But this is also kind of thank you. Like,
Yeah.
spoiled brat.
Supposed to happen.
Yeah, terrible. But meeting Sarah, like Sarah's really big into sending cards. And I like it. Like I think it's cool. Like so now, like when I get gifts and stuff, we make it a point to write a card and like put something thoughtful in there and thank them and then send it. as a thank you. It's also less awkward than calling on the phone, kind of in line. Actually, I'm going to switch up. We're going to talk gift etiquette really quick.
Oh, gift etiquette.
Gift etiquette.
do it. Let's do it.
This is actually comes from Sarah. She like thought of this topic the other day. Basically, I'm curious what your guys' gift etiquette is, both when receiving a gift and when giving a gift. So